We are live.
Live. Welcome everyone to the show. If you're with us, let us know in the comments you're here so we know who is with us. There's Jesse Wilson. Okay, let me let everybody know to try their link again. Because everybody was saying it's not available.
Well, yeah, it stays not available until it's time.
That's what I told them. We're not live yet. So, hello. Who else is with us other than Jesse Wilson? Everybody talk to us. Don't be shy. Remember, we could do a surprise drawing. So you have to say something in the comments so that we know you're there to enter your name.
I
And when
mean,
we
if
draw,
Jesse's
you
the only
don't
one
have
that,
to.
if Jessie was the one that comments and she wins it because she's the only one, at least you don't have to pay postage.
No shit.
Just
Hello,
saying.
Chrissy Cardia. Chrissy Cardia is a special friend of mine. I am so glad that she has joined us this evening. I'm glad you're on the show. We're giving everybody just a few minutes to log in here. Y'all tell us how. Can you send me the link in Messenger, Jess? So
Yes.
it's saying that it's not coming up for them, so send it now that we're live and let's see what happens.
Yes, I can do that. Oh, and we would
Y'all
like for
bear with
everyone
us,
to
like I
know
said.
that even though we went live on time and aren't having any issues, we did have technical issues. I almost got locked out of my laptop. So we were panicking.
Yes. Um,
Do you want me to send the link from the Spirit page or from the Things Network?
um, just whatever to get them where they can do it from probably maybe the Spirit page, maybe the ones
Gotcha.
Robin is saying
Okay.
she can't get on either, and she's usually. Oh, I
Yeah.
bet because they're trying to go on Spirit. Do we need to share our YouTube with them?
I've got it on our Spirit page. I do have. We are live
Sh-
on our Spirit page, our Things Network page, and our Spirit YouTube. Because the Things Network, they upload the
Okay.
videos from Facebook to YouTube, so we don't necessarily have to stream to the YouTube. Our videos will get over there either way.
Okay, let me see. I'm
Girl, if you want a
sending it
gallon
out
of my fish
now.
water when I water change next time, you just let me know. You ain't got to pay for it. Come by and get it. I'm hoping it'll bounce back one of. I'm not
Mm.
sure if one of my pineapple stages is going to make it. It's looking pretty. Eh.
All right. Did we get anyone else in with us? Um, also tag um Connie for me, Jesse. She's trying to get it, so I sent her the link. Let's um try to get everybody in. Let's
I
see
tagged
here.
Kate as well. I've been so busy today, I
Let me
hadn't really
go get
talked
it
to him.
off our
So,
page. Um,
and for anybody that is already here watching, and I'm just going ahead and starting to cut strings or cord or thread or whatever you decided to use. I'm going ahead and just pre-cutting those. That way, when we get started, you don't have to watch me sit here and cut them. Ah, there's Robin.
Yay, Robin! I've tagged Connie again. Um, So I'm gonna go put it on my personal page. Um, no, I want it on my page. There we go. Y'all, I'm just being silly. I really don't have oh, hey, Mama, you're here. That would be Connie. Oh, and Kathy made it too. Yay, everybody is coming in tonight. Um, Irene is not here yet. She was on. Did we get it shared in things chat? Okay, Chrissy.
No, I do not have it shared in the things chat.
Okay, I will go do that. And I guess you go ahead and start with our, as always, waiver.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I got X. I had the wrong
Oh
page open and
shit!
didn't
Hold on.
realize it. All right, here we go. Our oh well, let me move Terry's F bomb counter. Hang on.
Oh
All right,
no.
just our disclaimers for the night. This show is not intended for children, though the first half of this show will be fairly child friendly. We do know that we have a young baby budding witch watching, so we will be very tame for the first half while we're making the witch's bells. So just so you know. But after that, there will probably be swearing and discussion of content that could be inappropriate. Um, and we want to make sure everyone knows that we have eternally curious minds and love to question everything. At no point do we believe our opinions, religion, or beliefs are better or more correct than yours. If you do not agree with that, that is 100% okay. We simply ask that you be an adult about it and scroll on if this isn't the show for you. There we go.
And with that said, um, Savannah,
It,
take it
she
out
can
there
hear you
and
over the
hit
stream.
that button right there.
Oh, she hadn't gone to watch
Yeah,
it yet.
yeah. But yeah, no, she hadn't got. No, I just handed my phone off to her. Um, so first of all, let's thank the Things Network as always for having us, and we're so happy that Jeremy is still recovering and doing wonderfully with that, and he's he's getting back to work and active, so that's a really good thing. We're happy about that.
That's better.
I didn't think she had iPad. Um, uh, Facebook on her iPad, Jesse. So, she's got my phone. I've been trying to get caught up on the comments here. So, Chrissy's going to run her bells. Connie, Jesse, you've heard me talk so much about my mama, who took me on when I was a teenager when she didn't have to.
Hmm.
And that would be Connie LaFake. That's Connie LaFake Craig right there, live in our
Ah.
comments.
Oh, I didn't think about that. She does
So
have
that's my
YouTube.
mama. That's
And we are live on
okay.
YouTube.
Well, Jesse, because
We were
because it
panicking
did take
because of
us so
my
long to get back
computer.
on. Yeah, yeah. So, and Mama, we're glad that it worked for you. And trust us, we know all about technical difficulties. There wouldn't be Alabama Skeleton Key if it wasn't technical difficulties for
Absolutely.
someone. Um, well, we are doing. I'm just catching up on the comments here. So yes, Grandma won't be dropping f bombs while the grandbaby is in there watching with us. And
Oh
Mama,
Lord,
you're getting a
every
lot
wait a
of hi,
minute.
mamas.
Is everybody in a different chat? All right, if you're watching from the Spirit page, type Spirit in the chat, and if you're watching from the Things Network, type Things in the chat. That way we can kind of figure out where more people are and send y'all over.
Yeah. And I'm showing that Chrissy Cardia, Jesse, and Connie Faye, Connie LaFay, I'm sorry, and I call her Connie Faye, and Robin are all on Facebook.
They're on Spirit. They're
They're
watching
on
from the Spirit page.
Spirit.
Okay, Jesse, head over to the Spirit one.
Sam's watching from somewhere. Sam, I sent you an invite to like our Spirit page today because, damn it, you have not done so yet. So go
We're
like our Spirit
disappointed.
page, check your notifications, go like the page, and go watch it from there. Not that we don't love things, but we're just trying to get everybody to, that's live
In
with
one
us
chat.
right. Yeah, everybody that's
That way we can
live
all
with
hang
us
out
right
together.
now. Yeah, to have us together. So we'll give everybody over there and give everybody a chance to jump on over to the Spirit page and watch us from there. Savannah, bring your phone here, honey, and I'll see what page you're watching from. Well, it doesn't matter because you're not commenting anyway.
Y'all let Sam know if she's in the right chat now.
Is Sam
And
in the right place?
fair warning,
Connie,
we're
Connie
crafting
should
a
be
faux.
in the right place. I'm
Yes, I
sorry,
think
go
Connie
ahead.
and Robin and Kathy are all on the right, and Chrissy are all on the right page. Oh, okay. Go back out to the Spirit page, Jesse, and in the bottom right corner, there should be a little thing that just has the Spirit logo. Touch it, and you can switch to view
Yeah,
it
just got a little.
from yourself.
But you can be Spirit, we don't care.
Yeah, we'll know it's you, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, we know it's you. So, okay, we think we got everybody's on the same page now. So, tonight we are making witch bells and witch bottles or witch jars or whatever you'd like to
Yeah,
call them. And
we will be making
first,
the witch bells
there
first
is,
because we have a young witch watching who wants to make it along with us. That's why it's young and friendly time. Um,
right,
but
and
after
that
that,
would
we
be
will
my
then make the
grandbaby.
yes.
There's
So we're young
nothing in
and
the bottom
friendly.
right hand. Oh, she found, oh no, she didn't find it. If you back out of the comments, Jesse, and you just go back to where, like before you click go live to go watch the live, you'll
Oh
see
wait,
the
hold
little
on. Do you
round,
have an
like the
iPhone or an
pop up head down
Android?
there. She has an iPhone, and I have the same thing. I get the little pop up on mine. No, she wanted to do this project, so she has stayed awake
Well,
purposely
she's a
through.
teenager too. She's a young teenager, and
Yeah, and she's
this is
homeschooled. So, and this is, this is
my oldest
class
has
for
only been
her.
asleep for about an hour, and he's only 11. So, and last night my 8-year-old was up until I want to say 11:30. So do better if you want to do better. That's fine.
Right? Yeah. Jesse, it's fine. We don't care. Stay
Yeah,
in
we
spirit.
know it's you.
So, as always, my tea and I'll be suffering for this tonight. Um, because it keeps me awake. I still am not drinking chamomile tea. I am still drinking green tea with jasmine blossoms. So last week I didn't go to sleep until like 4 o'clock the next afternoon.
I told her to switch to chamomile. She just
Well, that means having to get out in public and go to the store and stuff, and I'm just not really wanting to do that. So,
this is true.
um,
I DoorDashed CVS and had them leave it at my door today, so I didn't have to go out. I am not judging.
right. So, and Kathy Kellogg, I don't know that I did mention you, but I didn't acknowledge you too much. Thank you for being able to join us. I know it's late for you. You have to work tomorrow.
Yes.
So, welcome everybody. We're so glad to have y'all. And so, first, leave your
Jesse's
email in the
right.
comments.
You can Amazon some chamomile tea, so no excuses.
But when I Amazon it, I really want to get the jasmine tea. I can't help myself. So,
See? Mm-hmm.
so tonight, y'all, on these little projects that we're doing, because we've said before, and we'll say a million times or as many times as we're on, that everybody's beliefs and everything is different. So we're going to show y'all how we do it. Y'all can then go and do it how you want to do it. But I've gone online. I'm not even going to claim this information. I've gone online and stolen some stuff
She put
about.
now don't downplay it like that. She put together a really good informational, um, almost like a little printout, or though it's on the computer and not printed out. It's really informational. She put together some really good information.
Yeah, just different when borrowed, right. And I did have to change a little bit because some of it was kind of strict, by saying you have to have 3 bells. Well, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, no.
Because it's, totally your choice how many bells you want to use. That's my grandbaby in there watching how many bells. And I said, yeah, well, 3 is standard, but 7 is voodoo. 9, six, whatever feels right to you. So,
Yep.
right, compiled from multiple sources, Kathy. So,
Yes.
so, um, yes, if y'all got your bells ready and stuff,
Oh,
we're
and the
gonna
point
let
of the
Jess
little
jump in and tell
informational
us.
thing that she put together is if you'll drop your email address either in a message to one of us to the Spirit page or in the comments, we will email you the information sheet that she put together.
Yeah, your little
Our little class
note.
handout.
Yeah, our little class handout to go with tonight's crafty class.
Yeah.
So, right, Mama. Borrowed is the best way to say it. And we just had to change it a little bit to suit our needs.
Yep.
So, yes, tonight's class, you get hands out. So, I know in our class we always get excited. Yay, we got handouts.
That's because we're
Mm,
all forgetful as all get out. If we don't have it printed out to
right,
take home, we ain't gonna remember.
are you keeping track of these emails that are coming
Yeah,
in?
I am.
Okay. So yeah, then we'll get those out to y'all either later after the show, depending on how tired we are. It'll be sometime within the next 48 hours. We'll guarantee y'all that, but it should be pretty easy to get them out tonight.
I am actually gonna.
So,
If you could you find could you find the YouTube link and send it to Irene Tokura, because she's in Facebook jail, so she
oh
needs to watch some
no,
YouTube so she can comment.
uh,
Oh, Jesse must
okay,
have got the message too.
Savannah's got um.
Let's see. Let me
Let me
see.
go
I'm
grab my phone
actually.
kind of quick and go ahead
Nope,
and
I
start
have
talking
got it.
about.
I was gonna say I have
You got
actually
her? Okay.
copy.
Poor Irene. Mama Irene is one of our friends that we've met on the show
Yeah.
here. She started following us along with Sam. Irene is from Japan. She is a paranormal investigator in Japan. And bless her heart, she goes to Facebook jail all the damn time. I
Yep.
don't know
So
why they pick on
y'all
poor
won't
Irene because she
necessarily
is
be
just
able to
the
see her
sweetest lady.
commenting, but we will read, as she says things, you'll hear us talking to her and everything. So, all right.
Irene
So,
is a frequent flyer of Facebook jail
yeah, this is true. So, we're going to start
for
off with
sure.
your cord to start the witch bells. You're going to start off with your cord. You can use whatever cord you want. I like to say hemp, natural cord, cotton, stuff. But to be perfectly honest, if you want to go use a shoelace, it doesn't matter. It's intention. It's all about your intention. If that's all you've got, that's what you use.
What? I'm lagging. That's okay. They said that I'm lagging. Just Savannah, you're gonna have a delay. She came in to whisper, "You're lagging. You're lagging."
It picks her up just barely. All right, so for your string, I chose to use this is something I actually had on hand because I do wire and string wrapped crystal jewelry. So I already happen to have this on hand. It's just a natural colored cotton string. And what I did, I went ahead and did this ahead of time because I'm not going to be using this method for my own, but I wanted to show y'all how to do it. I took 6 strings cut to equal lengths. I kind of guesstimated, honestly, just whatever you feel is long enough, and keeping in mind that you are going to be braiding some of it. And then from the very top, I split the 6 strings into 3 strands essentially, and I did a 3-strand braid just long enough to slip over the doorknob, and then you have all the rest there. And I tied just a regular knot right here to stop it from moving. So you can do that. You don't have to do anything fancy. I am using a piece of wood from the black walnut tree that is outside, and it's going to have a string that comes up and hangs on the doorknob. Terry, I know, was doing something slightly different. She actually made a wreath. So it's really cool. And
So
yeah, please explain how you
yeah.
did that.
Well, it's just 3 little pieces of wire, because I like to do things in 3. You look
Hmm.
through my little ring here. Um, so I wrapped 3 copper wire around a coffee cup, and then I wrapped it with that black netting meshy stuff. Can't really see in the picture, but it's kind of got silvery glitter. And then I've wrapped some blue ribbon around it.
Hello, there's Irene.
Irene, yay, you made it. You haven't missed much. So my driftwood here and my stars.
I'm going to let my cat out.
Yeah, everyone that knows me knows that one of my favorite places in the world is New Orleans, Louisiana. So the last time I went down there, I think it was my 52nd birthday. I went and collected some beach debris, we'll call it. And my driftwood was part of it. My little starry beads here were part of it. I have my little basket here with all my other little beach debris goodies that I have. I have a rusty old nail from I think that was actually down in the quarter from some old construction tear down stuff they were doing.
Ocean vomit. That's what you can call it.
Ocean vomit. I have shells. I have I have sea glass. So I'm going to attach a lot of this to my witch bell wreath, and then I'm going to bring this right here is just holding all my glued stuff together right now. This is zip tie, fancy zip tie. So then I'm going to bring string out here, and come up like you did and
Yeah,
hang
that's where it's
hang
going to
on my
hang.
door. These
Yeah.
I may or may leave. I just don't know yet. Depending on, and then I'm gonna glue my shells, and of course I'll have to have feathers, and I'll have to have something to represent fire. So
Yep. Valid.
so yeah, so that's how I'm working on mine, and I will show the finished product next week. But I am gonna sit here and braid some cord and add some bells to it while here.
Oh
doing
yeah,
this
yeah,
little
yeah.
project with y'all. So yeah, you go
Absolutely.
right ahead, Jess.
And I had a thought just like 2 seconds ago, and I lost it.
Yes, we do, Kathy. I want Mama. I want Connie. For everybody who don't know, when I say Mama, I'm talking about Connie LeFay Craig. There, she's not my blood mother, but she is my chosen mother. Um, so, um, I'd love to get her. She's in Missouri. I'd love to get her down and all of us go to New Orleans. That would be great to have a girls' trip.
Oh, that would be fun.
Hmm.
The one time I went to Louisiana, I went with my in-laws.
I've been to Louisiana with your in-laws as well.
So it was more kid focused, and there was a lot of things that I had always wanted to do if I got to go and be near New Orleans. But it was very kid focused. We had 5 kids there with, or no, it was 4 kids at that time there with us, and just didn't get a chance to do the things I wanted to do.
I was listening to see if that squealing was feedback here at this house.
Oh, well,
It could be.
I had to hook up a new air pump to run the stone that I put in my tank today, because it's a strip of nanobubbles, so it's a
Right.
little louder than my old pump. So it might be I don't hear it. Oh yeah, we know.
Irene,
We
I
actually did an
actually,
investigation
yeah,
for Howard.
we investigated Howard. It's been, it was what, January 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
No. Yeah.
Oh, there's Joshua.
When did we
Welcome.
shut down? Yeah. Yes. Hey, Josh. Hey, whatever you have, Josh, will work.
Absolutely.
We're just going
And
to give you
Josh,
the
are you
basic.
watching from the Things Network or are you watching from the Spirit page? Because everybody is in the chat over on the Spirit page, with the exception of Irene, who's watching from YouTube because she's in Facebook jail. So if you want to chat with
Irene, we need
everybody,
to teach you. Well, we shouldn't say this on Facebook too loud, so I'm going to whisper it. We need to teach you how to create a fake account, Irene, so when you
I
go to
tried.
jail.
I be trying. I was telling her you got to just have a new one, and
So,
you use it only for being able to comment on pages and use it for business stuff.
oh, I don't ever want to go to jail. No, you heard your Uncle Ray, Jesse. I think he's out there. I'm probably being too loud and woke him up.
All right. So what
So,
I am doing is I am literally just taking and basically doing the square knot with each of these, because I'm going to have something on the end that's going to keep them from sliding one way or the other, and the weight of everything I put on them will keep them tugged tight. So I opted for 9 strings. I try to always do 3, 6, 9, 12. One of those 4.
sometimes I'll go, like I said, it depends on, because voodoo is
7.
7,
Right.
but this is, it just depends on how I feel, and tonight I'm feeling 9. I'm gonna do, I think, 3 chords of 3 with 3. I
Well,
think.
this will using 9 strings, because of the way I loop them over and do the square knot, gives me 18 strings to play with. 9 of which will have bells. The other 9 will have other miscellaneous things I'm going to put on it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, see, y'all. Jess, I'm gonna abandon you just for a minute, but you'll have Johnny the Clown back here to keep you company for just a second. I am gonna mute it. I'm gonna go refill my tea. I didn't bring it in here with me tonight because it gets so cold.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to heat it up, and I will be right back, y'all.
Gotcha. Yeah, and y'all excuse me, I appear to, even though I just got over being sick, I have developed congestion again today, so I'm really unhappy about it, to be honest. Making me salty. Um, Okay, so yeah, and I wanted to show y'all this a little bit closer. It's literally just a plain 3-strand braid. And because I used 9, I think. Did I use 9? I think I used 12 for this one. And I split them into 4 and did a 3-strand braid, tied a knot, and then that gives me a whole lot of strings to play with. Yes, yes, yes. No, 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 no. No drinking fish water here. No, no, no. That's for the plants. That's for the plants. So anyway, what is everybody, the ones who are, I know, either following along or planning to do it later? What things are you planning to put on your witches spells? Because this is a passive form of protection for yourself. This is very much like warding your home, but you're warding all of the exterior entrances. So you hang it on the inside doorknob of all exterior entrances. And I mean, you can put anything. I've got a little bottle, and this literally came in like a pack of 6 from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to seal it with wax so that it's not going to pop off, and I'm going to tie the bottle at the little lip, but it's going to be filled with, I've got sage, rosemary, thyme, and eggshells. So, and I wanted to say, Irene says she would like to curse him for doing this to me. And thank you. I actually, unfortunately, despise ginger. Oh. Ooh. You know what? A lot of my quartz is Arkansas quartz because my rock guy lives up in Arkansas. He does live shows on Friday, Saturdays, and Sunday nights. And that's where all of my crystals come from, including my big jar of crystal chips, tumbled crystal chips, and my entire rock wall, which you can see over here. Ah, casting a spell. Nice, nice. All right. I have too much stuff to grab. Excuse me. And now you can use the regular, clapper bells on here of whatever size you want. I also have, this is what I have. I literally have craft jingle bells. They came also from, it was either Dollar Tree or Michael's. I have 2 different sizes. They're silver and gold. And that's what Terri has as well. She came and borrowed some today and brought me some wire for the later craft. Oh, you have cheap crystal. Nice. Well, you know what? Maybe when I have done a little more on this, I'll get up and snap a picture of the rock wall and show everybody what it looks like. I was hoping I had posted one when I redid my entire rock wall. I know I did, but I don't remember what the post said, so I can't search for it. Darn it. Now, Terri had come back for a minute, but I guess she has left again. Aha. All right, I'm going to do a little brief interlude.
Sorry, y'all.
Let's
I came Sat right down and spilled my tea the minute I sat down.
I saw that.
That's why
All
you
right,
see me jump in and then disappear.
now really quickly, I'm gonna share my screen just so that I can show the video of my rock wall that I took last time I
Oh
cleaned
yeah,
it
go ahead.
because Sam was
Oh,
interested.
absolutely.
So you're gonna see all the behind the scenes stuff first, so ignore that. Yeah. Turn off this. All right. Oh, yeah. There we go. It was trying to. It was, well, now you know who my favorite poet is. That was my favorite poet on Button Poetry that tried to play next. My bad. But that's my rock wall. Oh, I would love for you to take us to the rock wall as well, Irene.
Okay. Am
Oh,
I booming?
Terry,
Sorry,
you forgot Kathy's cup of tea.
I did. Sorry, Kathy.
Yes, I have a whole lot of stones. And I actually, that's not all of them. I actually stored a lot because there were so many on the one shelf area that it was just overflowing and it just looked junky. So I wanted to really showcase. So a lot of them are actually in storage until we move and I can have more area. Thank you. Thank you.
I have them sitting. I have them sitting around everywhere.
See, that's our plan. Once we move, we're going to have, little areas in each room of the house where we're going to have stones. Then we'll have a big display as well. But I want to
Hmm.
display them through the house. That makes sense.
So,
That makes sense. I just recently got some really beautiful tiger's eye cabochons, which is the little, you can get them in the little teardrop shape that you
right,
can make
right, right,
necklaces with.
right.
I think I got 6 of them in and a tiger's eye tower. Good for the year of the
Sweet.
tiger. Irene is correct there. So everyone can see. All right.
So, how is everyone coming on their witch bells?
I am about to go ahead and actually add the bells. I'm deciding if I want to deciding how I want to do this. Because I've got gold bells, silver bells, big bells, small bells. I feel like Dr. Seuss. Red fish, blue fish.
Also, y'all, Jess and I did a trade today for barbed wire
Yes.
and wire and for bells. So I have the same kind of bells. I opted to go with the bigger bells because I like the sound of them better. I
Yes,
do
Jess.
have some little ones off to the
Because
side here.
this rack of mice has LEDs that run all of it as well. And the one that's over here that y'all can't quite see on camera, that's on my side of the bed, is all roped up with LED lights too. So when they're all on, yes, my whole room lights up blue. And usually that curtain that's over the fish tank is open. I just closed it today. And it depends. It depends. The big bells are nice, but small bells need love too.
Well, that's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
Then again, we're also no. I do try not to do the strobing because the LEDs those are over my mice, and I don't want them to have a seizure.
Right, right. I mean, sometimes that shit makes me feel like I'm having a seizure. So
Sure.
I can only imagine. And that the poor things can't tell you, hey, shut that fucking shit off.
Hey, I
Hey,
don't
I
have
didn't
the F.
say it all the way. I didn't say it all the way. I'm kind of muted myself.
I
For
don't have
those
the
that are,
I don't have the F bomb counter up.
Yes, for those that are first time viewers tonight, we usually have Terry's F bomb counter because this is Alabama Skeleton Key Unlocked and Uncensored, and God only knows what will fall out of my mouth.
But we're having a little young and friendly time tonight. So
Yes.
I'm also going to, I've got the first spell on, and I'm actually going to alternate what length I tie them at to. I think it'll
Yeah,
give
I'm
it a
gonna.
little more
Yeah.
visual impact.
Well, it should give it a little more sound impact too, I think.
Oh, okay. Maybe the round bells should have been put on last so things don't roll.
So I'm
Boots and pants,
going
boots and pants.
with purple and gray string here, but I lost one of my purples. Damn it. Ugh.
Oh yes. Now, I did explain a little bit while Terry was gone, but I will explain again what the witches bells are for. They go on the interior doorknob of all of your exterior doors. Um, they are a ward, a passive form of defense. You're going to charge them before you use them and set your intentions with it. However, you should choose to. That could be different for every person. But what they do is they are meant to repel negativity and negative people, toxic people from your life, or people that mean to do you harm, people with malicious energy. Excuse me. That's what it's for. It is
And
a
this
witch.
is in the ethereal world and the
Yes,
mundane world.
yes. And depending on what you put on it, if you put a lot of keys, none of which go to anything in your home, that is to war. That ward would be to confuse any who would trespass against you. So you can switch things up depending on what you want. It is very, very customizable. It's modular. Yes, a bear trap does work. Not in the ethereal world, though. You can also actually, yes, Joshua is right. You can make witches' bells bracelets as well, and it is supposed to do a very similar thing, but for your body. Bells in witchcraft are typically, regardless of the tradition, at some point, bells or sound making equipment of some kind are used.
And you'll find on your class handout, we show different cultures and the
Mhm.
different reasons why.
I'm telling y'all,
Not
she put
all of them,
together some really good
just a
info.
few. Um,
I'm alternating between big bells and small bells.
that kind of bleep there when you said that. It sounded like you said big bells and smells. Jess has got some big bells and smells going on over there tonight.
I mean, technically, I guess I do.
So as y'all can see, I'm struggling here because I am not really crafty here. Anything that I craft, I struggle with.
Yeah, when I decided that Witch's Bells was going to be my craft, I think she probably sat there like, I'm going to have to freaking make one.
Mm-hmm. But after I put some thought in it today, I was like, oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm
There you
going to
go.
use my New Orleans stuff.
And it's perfect. And it's so
I'm
easily
struggling to tie a knot
customizable
here.
to who you are as a person, as well as
Right.
what tradition you follow, what
Exactly.
whatever,
Even if you're not witchy at all.
yeah,
Witch
whatever
bells
religion
are,
you
I
follow.
mean, if you Google, witch bells, you can buy them at the dang Walmart, y'all.
I was shocked when I saw that, by the way, because I was trying to grab some uh, ideas for what I
Ideas,
wanted to
same,
do, and I was like,
same. Really? Walmart sells
Walmart?
witch bells?
When did Walmart get in on this?
Well, I mean, if you go back and look in their candle section, they got incense and stuff now that, you would have never found at Walmart years ago. But they've jumped on the metaphysical ship too.
Yes, Kathy. One on every exterior door, and you'll put it on the interior doorknob. Walmart sells coffins. Are you for real?
You said on the interior doorknob, just
Yeah, on the inside doorknob of all of your exterior doors, because you don't want to put it on the outside, because a lot of times you're going to either they're going to get more worn more quickly by the
right,
elements.
right. Well, and let's just, our witch bottle that we're going to do next
Huh?
will take care of the outside.
Yes, this one is meant to catch anything that might get past or come after a witch's bottle is used up.
Yeah, this is, yeah, to catch it, if it just happens to get past, it's going to catch it at the door for you.
Plus, your witch's bottle will be useful for a lot of things, but if it's people in your life that are not quite like they don't mean you ethereal harm, they're just you know people you don't want in your life, the witch's bottle's not going to catch that.
Right, right, right. So I have now decided that I am going to take away the two long purple ribbons.
Valid.
They in my way. So, trash. I have a hell of a mess. It won't let go. Damn it.
Oh, that is hilarious.
So, and I think I'm going to need. So, what's everybody been doing since we last talked? Has anybody had anything exciting happen? Any new jobs, new babies, whether they're fur babies or two-legged babies, or
I
what's
spent
everybody been
today cleaning my
doing?
fish tank and giving my fish babies some love.
Oh, the fish babies.
Yeah, I have a 75-gallon tank here in my bedroom, and it has guppies and Malaysian trumpet snails and different variations of Neocaridina shrimp and all live plants and driftwood and stones. So,
Very, very cool. I miss my fish.
ooh, Jesse won 2 new plant babies last night.
Ooh.
That's fun. What kind? Ooh, Kathy applied for a new job. She's waiting for an interview.
Ooh, somewhere other than Honda, Kathy, or um, just a different position out there.
And I am now taking a minute. I'm putting together my little jar of protection that's going to go on there. Because it's going to tie right at the bottom of where the cork goes, or the bottom of the lip. Just put some eggshell. And then, like I said, I've got rosemary, thyme, and sage that are going to go in this. Terry actually made a really good point the other night. Everything that I had ever been taught as far as making a lot of spell jars and things like that, everybody always taught, was really big on doing it, some kind of salt first. And Terry made a really good point when she said that's just going to wash it away. That's for purification.
Right.
So I am rethinking a lot of my spell jars and stuff because she's right. That's absolutely correct.
Well, and I think that may have been one of the things that I had to edit out of our handout, our class
Well, that
handout.
can be something we talk about another time, how to make actual
Yeah,
spell jars. So
right.
Irene says she went shopping with her daughter and found all kind of items for her daughter to make resin jewelry with.
Ooh, very cool, Irene.
Jesse wanted a dark cherry princess and a dragon's breath. What are those? Are those a type of bonsai? Maybe? My sister-in-law grows bonsai. And why don't we want to see your aquariums, Josh?
We're not for real do that. Shit. I think I'd like untied my knot instead of tying it. So we're just gonna do something weird there.
Oh, okay.
Everybody,
Okay, not a bonsai. Okay, my bad. She's always telling me about the bonsai trees that she grows, and I love watching them grow and get bigger. It's been so interesting. We actually got her some bonsai pots for Christmas. And the names are always really, really interesting names. That's a good point, Irene. You can make salt pouches and attach them if you want the protection energy from the salt without the wash away.
right?
That's a good
That's
point.
valid. Yeah.
And I am using this is kitchen sage or blue sage that I dried myself. I'm not using white sage. I do try not to use it, just because of the rarity and how it's growing out, or
We
how
got
it's.
it.
We
Bye
got us.
bye, troll. Troll is out. I don't think Thomas the Troll is showing in our shot tonight.
Bump that.
Uh,
My bad.
I had to kind of move over a little bit because I needed more space for all of our crafty stuff here.
I had to go get. Oh, almost fell. I had to go get me a poker.
You know, somebody could take that all on.
Poker. I don't even know her. That was the.
It looks like I'm going to say it's going to be safe to say we're probably going to run over again tonight, y'all.
Yep.
Sunday nights are tending to be doing that.
Any worm castings? What you mean by worm casting? Oh, you mean
Worm pit.
like mealworm or superworm? I actually don't. However, probably have dubia roach castings though.
Haha,
Because I
Kathy,
do roach.
that's freaking hilarious. Because the other bathroom is now still a dirt floor bathroom. It's a new thing, y'all. We're doing. We're just tearing out our walls and our floors so we can live on dirt floors again. So we can be like our ancestors.
Well, you don't
Um,
have to sweep.
right. Or
I don't know.
vacuum
I'd
or
have to look
anything.
at. I feel like I remember seeing that it is really good to use as well. So I'm not sure though.
So no, Kathy, the bathroom and the other bedroom, the wall had to be come down, and we're kind of in a halt here because Lenny is unable to shovel any more of the dang dirt out of the window. And our wheelbarrow's at the old house, and yeah, it's just one of them things. So anyway, everything is kind of dumped in uh this room. That's why y'all only get to see this corner. Because that corner over there by the door has got now Christmas decorations. But I've actually been working on getting some of them packed away in new boxes and things like
Okay, the
that.
reason
So,
that y'all are at the angle y'all are is because over here in the corner of the room that y'all can't see is my corner of the room. It is a mess.
so
She makes resin key holders for donations to autistic children group. That's awesome,
oh, that
Irene.
really is awesome, Irene.
Oh, and what I was saying was we're going to dirt floors because you don't have to sweep them; they're already dirt.
Right, exactly.
Makes sense to me.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm gonna see if I can find some nice little chips that I would like to go in here. That one's going to be
So
too
now
big.
remember, Eddie, you're going to have our email address when we send you your little class handout. So when you finish your project, we want pictures. So
Yes, email us pictures,
we
and
don't
we're going to
expect
show
you
them
to
off.
finish it tonight. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna make mine, and I'm probably will still be working on it tomorrow. Because here in just a few minutes, we're gonna flip over and
Yes,
talk about which jars or which
and
bottles.
that's probably gonna take an hour as well. So most
Right.
people can probably y'all can assume that we are probably gonna go instead of until 1:30 like we usually go to. We'll probably go until 2.
Yeah, like we did last week. So,
Maybe we just need
uh,
to ask them if we can have 12 to 2.
well, I mean, they pretty much have told us that nobody is after us on Sunday night, so I think we kind of have the freedom, and they can always kick us if they want, and but we'll still be on Spirit.
This is true.
So, they have that option. So what I've done, y'all, is I've taken some hemp cord, y'all, my little wreath here. I've taken some hemp cord and I've tied to the bottom, and I don't know if you can see, but I've taken the 6 middle ones and I've braided them some. I like braids and knots, so
Mhm.
I've started there. From this point on, I'll start adding bells and feathers and shells and Lord only knows what. So, but tune in next Sunday to see the finished product
Absolutely.
hanging on the door. So, actually, I think this one is going to hang in my bedroom door, because y'all know I've got those French doors in my bedroom. So this one, I think I'm actually going to hang in there, and then I'm going to make something to hang, because I do have the little grandkids that come around. Somebody get something to hang a little high, maybe on the outside. I think that one I'm going to do my witch bells on the outside to keep the kids. So I'll make it something a little more element friendly
Oh,
for
that's a good
outside.
idea.
Right. So, um, this is where I'm stopping on this one tonight, and I will finish it up here in the days to come. And
And
y'all can.
I'm just going to finish up my little bottle that I'm putting on. Like I said, I've got eggshell, I've got rosemary, thyme, and blue sage. And then I actually also have a couple of chips of crystals in there, and I have the ashes of the ritual I did with my bay leaf setting of my intentions for the year spell that I did. I've got a few ashes in there because some of my intentions I think will lend itself well to this one. So I'm going to seal this up and get it tied on, and then I will be stopping there. So, but we'll both have them to show you next Thursday.
So, we'll give everybody a few minutes, if you're in the middle of um
Well, it can be
tying a
used for a.
knot, or
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was just gonna, if you're in the middle of tying knots, tying bells, or whatever, we'll give everybody we'll start with the witch bottles. um Now the tea is kicking in, so I'll probably have to run and relieve the bladder.
So everybody's
So,
got a minute basically.
yeah, everybody's got, probably, we'll call it the 2 minute countdown. So we'll just say it's 12:59 according to mine.
Same.
Right now, 103, 104. So that if y'all need to run, grab your jars or whatever, yes, take a potty break, whatever you need to do. Y'all run and do that. Right now. I'm gonna suck down some more tea and run and take a potty break. I even went in there and stayed in the bathroom for 10 minutes before I got online, because I knew I'd already drank almost a full cup of tea at that point. So anyway, I'll be right back, y'all. Enjoy the view of Johnny the Clown back there. I guess I need to get my troll back in the frame, don't I?
Yeah, probably. That's a good idea. We'll go ahead and switch over. There's our troll. All right, so I've got my jar all sealed. Tie that on here towards the center. This one. Oh, and Kathy, I've started to answer you, and I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. Eggshell can be used for a couple of different purposes. Number one, it's very good for protection because that's what the shell is for. It protects the developing fetus during, until it is ready to be born. It is a strong element of protection. But it can also be used in fertility rites as well. So that's a good thing to know. So basically, it's a very good thing. Does anybody else here have, what do you use eggshell for? Like, what properties do you believe when it comes to eggshell? Yeah, we're getting very cool. Gotta get some color on here. I've got some really awesome charms that I have held on to for years. I got lots of stuff that's gonna go on here. Wait, face palm to what? Ah, makes sense. I do often add eggshell to my fish tank. I either add eggshell or cuttlebone because I have shrimp and snails, and they do need it for their exoskeleton. Oh, it makes sense when I said it. Gotcha. No, no, no. Hey, look, the reason that I have the knowledge to pull out of my head is because I always look things up before the show starts. I have a disorder that affects my memory extremely, and I have to. So I have to read. I have to have things written down. I have to have references, or we're just going to sit here and just kind of stare at each other all night. I absolutely do not want 6 crafts. I do not know enough about them to responsibly take them on at that. I thought it was raining. So what kind of jar did everybody get tonight? I am super fancy. There we go. We had a big spaghetti the other night. Yes, look deep into my eyes. Pickle jar, nice. Hey, and spaghetti. Like I said, doesn't matter what you can use what you got. Doesn't matter. Actually gonna pull out my. She brought me this very threatening feeling bag of stuff, which cracks me up. Still has pickles. That's funny. Yes, Prego. Like, if I needed to, I have some antique glass bottles and stuff that I have just collected over time that are up there from Moonwater and stuff. That I could have used one of those, but this was handy, so Prego it is. Yep, they did. They used whatever they had to. That is absolutely correct.
Okay, y'all. Sorry. I was holding it too long. You know how that is. Once you hold it so long, then it's like, oh my god, I'm never going to stop being.
Yeah.
And speaking of peeing, I hear y'all been talking a little bit about a witch jar.
Yes, we were having a little
So let me
chat.
go ahead and get this out of the way. So if any of you have to pee, should have told you this before we went, because I know a lot of us just went and took a potty break. So an option at the end of doing your witch jar, you'll want to fill it with a liquid. The best liquid to use is human waste, and I don't mean solid. And we'll discuss further men
Particularly
versus
your
women, what they can
human
do.
waste.
Yes, because you want it to be your DNA. So, Jess, did you talk much about I know I left you hanging for a minute. I know I heard y'all talking about jars.
Yeah, we were just kind of talking about. I wanted to see, what kind of jars everybody had ended up with, and
Mine is a old smoky. I'm not even sure what the hell was in this jar. Um, what the hell
old
is an
smoke,
old smoky jar?
moonshine.
Is it moonshine?
Yes, we have it in the kitchen.
Oh, oh, crud. This was probably my grandmother's when she died. There was moonshine in her refrigerator. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to probably, I won't be using this jar, but for tonight,
Jesse, I really wondered what you were trying to say when you said I'm a Rage fan myself. Ragu makes a lot of sense because I was confused and concerned for a second.
oh, see, I didn't even catch that. So,
Yeah.
oh, Jesse's saying it may be Jared's. No, remember, Big Mama had a couple of bottles, and I do remember that I kept the jars and I put them back. So, um, anyway, I won't be burying this one, but I will use it for tonight's purpose.
And
So,
then just swap it to a new one.
yes, just swap it
But
to
yeah,
a
you
new
don't
one.
you don't have to. Your TT is not the only thing you can use. Basically, we're going to go over what you can use as well, and the other DNA bits that you could add instead.
Right. I'm obviously I'm not feeling my job. Not happening. Don't be a pussy, Jesse.
Yeah, see, there you go. Pulled your hair out of your brush for the DNA part. Exactly.
And that's will a butterball work?
I mean, you
No,
can
you really don't
but
want to
you
use
want it
plastic.
glass.
Yeah, because you want something that's gonna hold up because you're gonna bury this in the ground. So you want something that's going to last.
And plus,
So
you don't ever want to be sitting there like, okay, I'm opening this thinking there's going to be butter inside or last week's spaghetti, and you open it and here is pea.
that you can pee around your property for protection against drought. I've heard something of that notion too. So I have this is my kind of my mixing pot here that I only use for witchy stuff.
Hmm.
Um, and as y'all see, I got stuff hanging out of it here. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I have as I'm filling my jar. So I have some thorny things here. So the intention with the things that you're putting in here is you're trapping and catching. So I'm going to try to loop this thing and shove it in the jar without stabbing myself. I've already drew my blood once today. So
But that does mean that you've got your
I
DNA.
do have my DNA part. So but I think I'm gonna have to out and I'm probably gonna get I'm just gonna not stab myself. I am gonna cut some of this down so it's not so I'm not bleeding again. I've already bled. See these little tissues here.
Hmm.
these are my little blood tissues because when I took barbed wire to Jess earlier for this project, um, uh, I stabbed myself with the barbed wire. So there's my blood DNA going in there. But also, like Josh, I have hair. And Robin, we understand that you're in Arctic Alaska, not really Alaska, but you're in Iowa and your ground is frozen. So, what I would recommend for you in that case is that you store it and keep charging it. You could keep building yours. Um, like the first one that I built, because of the time of the year it was, I built it over probably a month and then charged it for like, oh, I think it was 2 or 3 full moons. And then
I was
I
about to
went
say
and,
you can put it out under every single full moon and
right.
meditate on it and
Yep, of course, you don't want it like sitting on your kitchen table or something. Keep it, under the bathroom sink or something, just keep
yeah.
it somewhere nasty. I mean, because that's what you want is nasty.
Oh, that's a good idea. And otherwise, you could cover it with a blanket as if it's buried and put it under your sink.
Put it in a black hefty trash bag under your sink, and hey, if somebody wants to go in there and snoop on that shit, we'll let them do it.
I mean,
They'll be
technically,
they'll
that
be
would
sorry
work,
they did.
Jesse. That would work, like in the interim until you can bury it. That I think that would work just until they can bury it. So
Right.
I have got steel wool that is going in mine. Thank you, Terry.
You're very welcome. I'm still cutting down my thorny thing here and shoving it in my jar. It's a big thorny thing. It was a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Hmm.
So see the idea, like I was saying, is to trap and catch, hold anything that has come at you in the ethereal world. So, and then I have some old twisted up yucky wire. I'm sticking in, and then I have. Okay, so this is gonna sound really witchy, but y'all know my stang that I made last week. I used uh, horsehair from my dead horse and my living horse. So
Thank you,
the
Jesse.
the pieces of hair that came off, because of course I washed the hairs and brushed them and all that to put them on the stang. So the hairs that came off, I didn't, because Chester, my sweet beloved Chester, I didn't want to throw anything of his away. So some of Dixie's hair, of course, is mixed up in there too. But so I have horsehair in there because I figure um, Chester run over and kick the shit out of him and send
Tell
it
us.
back. Send it back. He was a thoroughbred. So send it back with, the speed of a racehorse. So it's kind of, so, and then I have, of course, my own hair wads that I've been saving. Now, this project I started in my class like a month and a half ago. So I've been collecting hairballs. There's my fingernail clippings. So I
Yes,
have
I
all,
have actually got to do that myself. So mine will actually not be going underground yet because I have got to collect some fingernail clippings and some hair, and I want to put that in there. And I have a couple other things that I know we have on the property somewhere that I want to put in here as well.
guess what I did today, y'all?
Broken mirror. 7 years of bad
I
luck.
broke a mirror purposely to put. Nah, I don't believe in that. I think when you're
I
using it
don't
for
either.
shit like this, it's good luck.
I
So,
don't. I don't believe in
um,
it
I
either.
I broke a mirror today for this purpose because the mirror is the job is to reflect back whatever is sent your way. So, y'all,
This is
my
true.
drawers is filling up.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I have so we made these in class, and this is a hemp cord with all my rusty nails. Some of them are new. I'm going to take these all and bend them out of shape because you want to take everything and make it um not usable in the mundane world. So I'm gonna bend and twist all these before I seal my jar up. So they're going in my jar.
I have got open
Yeah,
bent
I'm gonna show
safety
it off. You can
pins.
go ahead and go to bed, thank you, baby.
Got open and bent safety pins, and I'm going to twist them and turn them. And uh,
I've got some more
there's
just
not really so much of a
little pieces
difference,
of
Kathy. You can use either or.
twisted wire.
I just know that if I collect both, I'll be done collecting quicker.
What is the difference? Yeah, I mean, it's just you just want to collect your DNA, Kathy. However you do it, and we're gonna cover that in just a few. So, my barbed wire, I'm not gonna shove in this jar because I've already been stabbed with it once today. So, I don't know if y'all can see the bottom of my pan here. There's, I've got more little hair shavings, nail clippings, just little trashy trash thing. So you want it like nasty and waste. So, and then that is going to lead me to let's talk about the liquid that we're gonna. Yes, you can put rusty razor blades in it, Kathy. I mean, there's just all kinds of ways to get your own DNA in here. So, is Mama still in here with us, or did she fall asleep? Did she leave us? Everybody do a check in and let me know who's still with us. So while I'm waiting on the check in, so yeah, I mean you can really get as nasty as you want with these. Um, so traditionally, Robin's here. Okay, Mama's still here too. Traditionally, and the ones and Chrissy's still here. Yay! Irene's still here. Yay! I'm so glad all of you are still with us. Um,
Yay!
so traditionally, and like I was saying, the witches bottles that are being dug up now from the UK, from hundreds of years ago, probably were filled with urine. The witch's urine. Unless maybe the witch might have been doing some kind of spell on someone else, might have been that person's urine, but for this purpose, because what you want, this is a decoy. So if someone sends something your way, another witch, and people don't have to, let me make this point. People don't have to know they're a witch to send bad shit your way. Somebody's mad at you and they just start wishing bad on you, they can make it happen without casting a spell or what. So when you're doing this, you're making yourself a decoy. That's why you're putting your own DNA in it, because when it goes out in the ethereal world, the thought is that this will catch, bind, twist, confuse, send it back from where it came from, or hold it in this jar. Manifestation, like Robin said, they manifest if they're so pissed off at you, or they just hate you so bad, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They can manifest bad shit against you. So this is going to be your decoy. It's going to catch all that shit for you. So your own urine is the best. Now, if you also, I put blood. because of breast cancer and age and all. I do not have a menstrual cycle anymore. But for those women that do, that is an option. If you can catch your blood, and it depends on how you look at your blood. If you look at it as the breath of life, then you probably shouldn't use it in your witch's bottle. But if you look at it as yuck, waste, then use it in your witch's bottle, because if you're looking at it as the breath of life, giving life, then you don't want to give life to something that is coming your way. So just stabbed herself.
Shut up.
Um,
You're not supposed to be
so
watching me, Jesse. Watch your mom. She's talking.
so that's right, Sam. I mean, you could go ahead and drop the whole tampon in there. That would be fine.
Or if you
Um,
use a
so
menstrual cup,
that
that's even easier.
right,
Oh,
and that is a very, very, very powerful thing to do. So,
yes.
there's your options. Pee in it. Um, Menstrual blood. Now, of course, you don't want to fill it up with menstrual, but a couple drops or a tampon,
And you know what?
or
If you do fill it up with menstrual blood, just don't tell us.
well, I mean, hey, if you can do that, more power to you, because that is going to be
But
one.
also, but also
That's
see a doctor if it's that heavy.
well, sometimes in the first day or two for some women, it is pretty heavy. So
Not fill a jar that heavy. If
well,
that
I
oh,
mean, the
oh,
last one I had, I could have filled this jar in about 5 minutes, but
ooh,
yeah,
oh God, no.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
But
Um,
Kathy, you are correct. Nasty stuff to catch the nasty stuff. It doesn't catch. You don't want the good stuff coming your way to be caught. You want it to make its way to you, but you don't want the nasty stuff. You want it to be trapped.
right. So if you don't want to use pee and you don't want to use whatever, when Jared catches me shit in my jar tomorrow, well,
Right?
I
Did you tell them that you know the men's version what they can catch and put in there?
well, and I mean, if y'all just think about it, the men can do the
Basically, what is a submarine full of? Seamen.
right. And there again, it's the same thing. If you're looking at it as the breath of life, then you wouldn't want them that way. If you think the little fishies are precious little living creatures that give life, then don't use it. But if you're sticking them in a condom and throwing them away, then put them in your witch's jar.
But you can also spit in the jar. You can put hair, nails.
Right.
If you have a
I mean,
bad
the
sunburn
more
and you peel, you can put the
right.
peels in the jar. It doesn't matter.
Like Robin said, jerk it, boys. Like you had to be told. So yeah, jerk it like you're teenagers again. So
But don't
demon
tell your
girl, I don't
wives
like.
that we told you to do that. Just don't do that. Just, just,
Or
just.
maybe, hey, maybe you tell your wives they did it and they may jerk it for you.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
So it can happen. So, um, some don't fill your jar with. Don't fill it with water because that water is a cleansing. So you
That's
don't
why we
want
had
to,
young in time, and now we have oldies time.
right. So you don't want, and Savannah has handed me my phone back. So y'all, Jessie, she's gone to bed. She's brought me her witch's bells before she went so I could show y'all before we all leave here tonight. So anyway, water of course cleanses. You don't want to put water in it. Vinegar. A lot of people are like, oh, vinegar, because in essence, sour jar, pickling jar. But vinegar is a neutralizer. So I would not recommend vinegar either. I would get some, if you don't want to use the obvious urine, then when you're draining that nasty hamburger grease off your hamburger, or fill it with rancid, nasty shit like that. Where it's
Yep.
just going to be grosser than gross. And, some rancid, nasty wine would be questionable because for me, again, you know, maybe if it was some rancid red wine, I might mix cut myself and mix my blood in it and kind of put the intention that this rancid um, blood mix or rancid wine mixed with my blood is now blood. Um,
Yeah.
but just be thoughtful of that when you're putting your liquid in. Is it cleansing or is it a neutralizer? If you're an herbalist, you're into herbs and stuff like that, throw some poisons in there. I'm not going to tell you because that's, not for me to
I
tell
plan
you.
to mix up some confusion oil and put in there. So I'm gonna add a little of that, and then we didn't clean the fish tank filter today, but we're gonna clean it next week. And when we do, I'm taking the sponges out of the filter that are the mechanical
Dr.
filtration,
Jill.
and I am squeezing them into the jar because it is literally it's literally just black when you squeeze them out, and it is waste.
And Robin, that's why I said I would be, you know, I would be questionable about wine because, but if in a pinch and I just had some rancid wine and I needed some liquid, I might cut myself, mix some blood, and do the whole blood of Jesus thing, but the blood of Terry and pour it in there. Um,
The
so,
sponges in my fish tank
yeah,
filter,
just
I'm
be,
gonna squeeze them out. Sorry, I was answering a question.
yeah, I mean, right. There's a lot, if you got a horse and you can catch your horse piss. I mean, and just make sure you have a lot of your DNA in there or your dog piss or your cat. You can put cat litter in there, cat shit. I mean,
Harry,
just
if
what?
I catch you out in your field with a jar chasing your horse around, trying to catch piss.
Oh, Dixie would be easy because she kind of, does this prop out of her back leg thing and kicks that tail up. And, I mean, it's horse pee. It comes
Mhm.
out pretty heavy stream. She'd probably you wouldn't even know you were there catching it. But no, I'm probably going to use some really rancid, fatty, yucky hamburger grease. And we did a thing in class, and I won't go into too much of that because we were handling some poisons and stuff that I'm probably going to do some of that stuff in mine
Mhm.
because this is my second witch's bottle, and I was just telling, I believe it was Robin today, because she had said she had made one. I said, you should re up those every now and then because they do burn out. So my first one that I made, it's probably been at least 4 years ago. I figure it's probably burnt out. I have not made one since I've moved on this property. So I'm going to finish making it. I'm probably going to charge it in. And before I put the nasty, really rancid stuff in, I will charge this stuff with no liquid in it in this dark moon that's coming up on the 31st. Then I will begin to add the nasty, rancid, yuck, whatever I'm going to do. If I cut myself between now and then, I'm going to add that blood. Just anything gross like that I can add. And then when we're coming up on the full moon again, is when I will meditate on it to give it its power to do its job, to charge it to build its energy.
Oh, and Joshua is
So,
correct. You can absolutely just cut your hair and put it in. And like I said,
mhm.
I'm gonna mix some confusion oil. I'm gonna mix a pretty good amount of it, and then I'm going to squeeze the sponges from my fish tank filter. Um, I might I might go in there and see how the cat litter box is looking.
Yes, Jesse. Blood of hemorrhoids would work. Any. I mean, that's nasty fucking shit right there. Is that my first F?
Nope. No, because you said one earlier, even if you think you muted
Well,
yourself.
I believed it kind of, sort of, but it was the thought that counted, right?
So yeah, we have our plans.
So, and again, if y'all want to, don't share your pee and blood,
If you want to share it
poop.
before that stuff goes in,
Yeah, send
you can
us a
absolutely
picture.
share a picture. We'll share it on the live if you want us to, or we don't have to share it at all if you'd
Yeah,
rather
we
we
don't have to
didn't.
share it at all. Or
Same
if
with
you
your
just
witch's bells. Send us pictures. Let us
say, well,
see how they
speaking
look.
of witch's bell, our little baby witch brought me hers before she went to bed.
Oh, that is
And
adorable.
here's her little witch's bells that she made. She's got her little angel on there. She's got her two little angels. And she's got her star. And she's got her
Oh, she
some
did
beads.
awesome.
She's got her, yep, three little bells on her brain. And then she's got a unicorn. Hang on, let me get to the
Nice.
camera. And this is actually a little unicorn that I made with a little clay mold a long time ago.
That's cute. She did a good
Um,
job.
so yeah, there's Savannah's first set of witch bells. So, so if y'all don't want to tell us or send us a picture of your witch bottle, that's fine. If you just want to send us a note saying, "Hey, here's what I did," you know,
And you can send us a
and,
list of the stuff you did, and
right,
then you can include the nasty stuff in the list, just not the
right,
picture.
yeah, and even if you want to send it to us and tell us, hey, you could share it, but anonymously, don't
We can do
say.
that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
don't now. Now we already know if we get one that's got some hemorrhoid blood, we already know that that's Jesse's because she done called herself out on
She done
that.
told on herself. Yep.
Right, right. So, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns?
And
Um,
while we're waiting on them to do that, I wanted to plug really quickly that we are actually working on a separate Facebook page that is specifically for Alabama Skeleton Key. So a lot of our stuff is we have decided after a lot of discussion and a lot of really meditating on it, we are going to make them. They're still connected, but they're going to be Spirit and Alabama Skeleton Key will be two separate entities. Um, and we may eventually, depending on how many people we get, we may end up with a group that is specifically for it, so everybody can talk and we can have discussions about whatever our show was about that weekend.
right.
So just
Or
wanted to let everybody
yeah,
know we'll be
instead
sharing
of
that link here very soon.
right, instead of our because Alabama Skeleton Key and Alabama Skeleton Key Uncensored, even though we have started out on the Things Network, which is paranormal, which some people may think of witchy, and what we do is paranormal because it's not normal. So anything that's not normal is paranormal, right?
It's true.
So, um, we we think we've kind of found a niche here. Of course, we are Spirit. We are Southern Paranormal Inspection Research Investigation Team number one. And we do have an investigation coming up. I'm gonna run some ideas by Jess when we get off here tonight about future plans for February and coming up. So stay
Oh,
tuned for hopefully good things. But what I was saying is y'all, our viewers, those of you who have been with us from the beginning, y'all have led us into, that you want to see more of our witchy side. See, in Alabama, we have to kind of hide that from our paranormal side because it makes a lot of people prejudice against us and not want us to investigate their home. because they're looking for the
The Christian
Christian
experience.
team that's going to pray the bejesus, come pray the devil himself out of there. And, when they hear witch, they automatically think we're evil and we're the devil and we're worshiping Satan. So they don't want us anywhere in their home or around their home or their property.
So this
So
is
we
going to allow us to kind of still keep those separate, basically.
keep it separate, but also in the same aspect.
Right.
If people give us a chance and they pay attention and they follow, they'll see that we're not evil. We're not, I mean, we've talked about this already. We're not slaughtering animals. We're not eating babies. The worst thing you'll probably see us doing is some blood magic, which is our own blood. Now
The word,
I
the
can't
only,
speak for every witch out there. Well, I have taken my husband's blood, but in all fairness, he's given it to me willingly. He's a diabetic, and he'll give me his little test strips if I'm doing a healing or something for him. So,
well, that's different though. And
right, so
the only children we eat are boneless children. So
right. We just eat those boneless babies because we want them before they get the bones because damn bones are just a fucking hassle.
yep, yep, this is true. We eat the boneless children.
So there's three for
Our
you, Jess.
husbands don't mind though.
Well, Lenny has said, he is the one that said the day with the car seats were all over the road is, hell, why keep the car seat, eat the baby, throw out the car seat. It's just extra luggage.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Nobody needs an exoskeleton on their baby.
So yeah, F-bomb countered 3.
Oh, thank you.
Organic boneless.
Oh my god,
She
I'm
said,
dying.
Robin's eating baby cheese. so, so,
Yep, I gotcha. I gotcha.
hey, this is good. It's 137 and I've only said it 3 times.
Hmm.
That's really
That's
good. I
true.
think my record is 20
Yep.
and
No,
and one
it was 22.
22 and an hour and a half show, y'all. I don't even know what that show was, but I was obviously on a roll that night. I couldn't
Obviously,
help
there's
myself.
no telling. There's no telling. There is no
We've
telling. So,
officially switched from tea to now let me plug Pepsi, the drink of champions. We're still in the Buffalo Rock family. I know some of y'all up north don't know. I mean, because like in Iowa, Pepsi and Dr. Pepper are made by 2 different people. It's
even down here, Dr.
weird.
Pepper has kind of become its own entity.
But they started out Buffalo Rock,
They
and I
did.
think
They
they
started
still
out.
come on. I still think they come on the Buffalo Rock truck.
Oh yeah, outside of the show, 22 times in 22 minutes is absolutely possible.
Oh well, hell yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, and you wanted to kind of go over with them when they do seal their jar. We didn't really go over that part.
Oh yes, yes, yes. So if you like, go Google or anything, it's gonna tell you a black candle. I yeah,
I
I
use
didn't.
black for a lot of positive things,
I
and
do too. And we've talked about this before. Back in the old days, they didn't have black, white, green, blue candles.
they typically were going to
They
have
had
white
well,
or a yellowish
or
color that was the color of animal fat.
yeah, or a grayish, yeah, yucky shit. So I've got some old yucky. They're probably 100 years old tea light candles. So when we do start sealing these up, I took Jess a couple of them today too because when I came across them a couple weeks ago, I thought, oh, these would be great for nasty spells, nasty shit. So,
Oh,
because if I'm doing a healing something, I'm gonna use a nice clean candle, But for something like this, don't want to waste it. But
yeah, shoot.
um,
For my candles, for my good stuff, I
so
have
and this
a whole
would be a
box of nothing but candles
right.
in every color.
Oh, I like that. So this too for you little herby witches, green witches. Um, tea lights are gonna melt down to liquid in no time. So you can add your little herbs, your little poisons, whatever they might be. You can, crush them up and add them to this, and then pour some in your jar, and then you can pour it over the lid. Seal it with your candle wax, or you can just no nothing at all. Just pour the wax on there with nothing, or put some blood in the wax and seal it. Whatever feels right to you. Melt your wax, and pour it over your closed jar,
Hmm.
and that seals it. So then, after you've done all that, you're gonna take it. Now, some will say put it in your fireplace, put it close in your home. Yeah, excuse me. Now I'm gonna burp up all this tea. Um, some will say put it, close to your home. Some will say put it far, far away from your home. The very first one I didn't put it far, far away, but I did put it. It was probably not quite 5 miles away, but but it wasn't right outside the property line. My more research I've done, for me, the what I think I'm going to do is put it right outside my property line. Because
Hmm.
obviously, if someone knows where you're at and send it, your direction, let's just say you have a brother in law that hates your guts. Well, he knows where the fuck you're at, he knows your address. So he knows where to direct that energy to, right? So my theory is put it right outside, not on your own property, but put it right outside the property line. So that's what I'm going to do with mine when I'm ready to plant it.
Yeah, I will not be burying it here on the property that I currently live on. We are moving in June, July of next year. So I will probably, if I'm perfectly honest, what I will do is I will store it in the basement. So it's technically underground because that was a really good idea, Jesse. Until we move. And then when we get up there, I'm going to bury it just outside the property line up there.
Thank you, Chrissy, for joining us. And I'm so glad that all of you, we had a lot of first time viewers tonight, and we're glad everybody made it. So, of course, we want to remind everybody we are here Thursday nights, 10 to 11,
Or
right?
11 or
Yeah, we
11:30
moved
if
from
we
9 to
run
10, 10
over.
to 11. Yeah, yeah, 10 to 11 or 11:30 if we run over on Thursday nights. And Sunday nights we're here midnight. And of course, these are Central Standard Time, American time for people that are watching later. To catch us live, we are 10 p.m. Thursday nights and Central Standard Time, and midnight Sunday night, Monday morning Central Standard Time. So we love all y'all. And what are we talking about Thursday, Jess? We're continuing tool
Tools.
talk.
We are continuing tool talk. So that'll probably at least be this one more episode and we'll just kind of see where we get from there. We both have some pretty unique tools that we'd like to show. And we would
Yeah.
like to see some of yours as well.
Yes,
So,
send them in the comments. And Sam, I did get your picture of your skulls, and we are going to show that next on Thursday.
yes.
Um, so yeah, if anyone had altars, we said that last week. If send us your altars, Jess, if you would pop up our email, scroll our email across
Absolutely.
for them.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
That works too.
Yeah, send your pictures of your altars, your finished witch bells, um, just yeah, anything, your witch tools that you want us to talk about, questions about witch tools. We don't guarantee that we know, but we'll
We'll
try to
answer
find.
to the best of our ability.
Yeah, we'll try to find out. So Yeah, and everybody, of course, make sure that you've liked and our spirit page, like and follow things. And as always, we thank things for having us.
And
Um,
I know Irene came in late, so I wanted to real quick say, Irene, if you're still here, one of the things that we told everybody was if you'll drop your email in the comments, we actually have a nice little informational class handout that Terry put together that's full of a lot of good information about both the witch's bells and the witch's bottle. So if you want a copy, and anybody else who happened to come in late, drop your email in the comments and we will send it off.
and anybody that may be viewing this at a later date when they're not live, this email that's scrolling
Well,
or
it's
down,
sitting
right,
there.
yeah, right here, just point down. So we're both pointing down at the same time. Yeah, this email right here in this purple box here, email your questions, your comments, your whatever, and let us know. Put today is the 24th. So put, in your subject matter 12422 show so that we know, and we
Yep.
will absolutely send you the handout as well. In the body of the email, request the class handout for this show.
Yeah, if you decide.
Um,
And I do have the emails that we did get already in the comments, or I've got them written down, so those are good. You guys don't have to send us an email. You'll have our email as soon as we send it out. But also use that if you've ever got any stories that have to do with your witchy journey or whatever. You can always share those, and if it's something that will fit into one of our shows, we'd love to share it anonymously if you're okay with that. And you know,
let me see what kind of surprise we got tonight. How about what we did purple passion flower before?
mhm.
Okay. How about a rose elixir giveaway tonight? So I'm going to possibly find an ink pen here to
I'm
write.
writing them down now.
Okay, you're writing them down now.
Yep.
Um,
Robin was here. I've got Kathy, Chrissy, Sam, Jesse, Joshua,
I
Eileen,
mean, this was left on.
Irene, and Robin. Did I miss
Did
anyone?
you get Connie?
Connie. I knew I was missing one.
Um,
I think that
Kathy?
was
Did you get
everybody.
Kathy?
Yeah, I got Kathy.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's everybody. I think I've got everybody.
you didn't put Jessie in, did you?
I did, but I can take her out.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, I can give it to her. She didn't have to win it.
7.
So we have
Okay.
a rose elixir that I made, and it's been blessed and charged and blah 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 blah. Jessica, don't even start with me, child. We done been through this. I tried to give you one the other day. So, how many do we have on our list there?
Hold up. I'll pop it up on
Are
the
you
screen.
are you doing the random spinny thingy?
Yeah, hold on.
So yeah, I mean yeah, we said we'd stay till two, so sorry. Well, no, you're not that on Facebook, are you?
All right, here we go. We're going to spin.
Yay! Spin, 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 spin.
Oh, it's Irene.
Yay, Irene!
I think she
Congratulations.
may have already popped off, so we may not be able to get with her tonight, but we'll have to send her a message and get her information.
And we will. There may be a problem with shipping liquid to Japan.
Yes, we will check that out.
So,
I will go ahead and I will spin again. If there's an issue with sending liquid, we can send her a little something else and send this to another winner.
right. Well, if we find that it's going to be an issue to send this, because it is alcohol, so I wouldn't want to lie to the United States Post Office and then Customs and say that there was not any
Oh,
alcohol in it, or
so
no
if
liquid.
anything happens, Robin
Oh,
was our
that was
second draw.
Robin's. Okay. So yeah, if anything happens that we can't send it to Irene, then Robin is the runner up.
Yes.
So congratulations,
Keychain that
lady.
holds tiny jars. Oh, that would be so cool.
Yes, yes. So Cat should come and see me sometime. um so yeah. Anyway, I guess what I wanted to kind of I'm sorry, I've been up since like 4:30 this morning. So in a couple of hours it'll be 24 hours, and I did not have a nap today. Um I want to jump back on to say we're going to finish this witchy series that we're doing January. I think we're going to have a special guest either Wednesday, or not Wednesday, Thursday or Sunday. I've not confirmed it yet. They may join us on Thursday show when we talk about tools, or they may join us next Sunday. So we will have a special guest coming up in the next two episodes,
Yes.
one or the other. Um, and so in February, we're we're probably still going to lean something, a witchy something series. We'll come
Hmm.
up with something clever and unusual.
I think January has really been about some of the witchcraft basics, really the
Right,
tools of witch, the different
right.
traditions, the warding, two levels of defense. It's kind of been on the basics. Maybe we'll move past that and focus on some more
Robin.
specialized.
Robin feels like the first runner up at Miss America pageant, she says.
Lord.
Yeah, so
Anyways,
maybe, yeah, like when my girls homeschooled, um, one of the that we had to teach religion. So being locked into the Catholic religion as we were required to teach, we talked about a lot of different religions. So maybe we'll start to reach out and explore different
other traditions.
traditions.
Yeah.
Now we do think probably the last show of January. When is are we in? We're not in the last Sunday now, are we? We still have
Mm-mm.
one more Sunday.
Have one more. Let me see.
So that
Oh
show,
no, no, yeah, we have one more.
so that night we're gonna craft again, and we're gonna do Bridget's crosses,
Yeah,
right? I'm
yeah.
gonna have to practice making one of those. I made one last year, and the grass that I chose cut the shit out of me.
Nice. Well, all
I
right. I guess we
really,
will
I really
wrap it
suffered
up.
and bled through that shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, Bridges crosses next, and we'll send you kind of some info on what you need. Um, those are good ideas, Kathy. Maybe we can look into some of that. Some self
Yeah, I'm
love
gonna
stuff
talk
in
about, yeah,
February,
right, and talk about why
and
we do and do not
and you
do
know
love
what?
spells.
Dispel some myths when it comes to love spells and stuff because I think that
Right,
they are really overhyped.
exactly, and yeah, that's a really good. Thank you, Kathy, for that.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
really
really
good
good
idea.
lead for us for February.
Maybe, we'll
So,
continue with the overarching title of myths and misconceptions on Thursdays, and we'll
right,
still keep that going.
right.
We'll just shift focus a little bit. All
Love
right.
you too, Josh, and love
Yep.
all of y'all. Um, Thanks again for joining us. Thank you, Jess, for always being a fantastic host.
I try.
Thank you for being a fantastic spirit team member, and we love all of y'all. And everybody have a safe and wonderful week. And we'll see y'all Thursday.
And don't forget, jacket in the jar. Giving it a minute, they said that it was getting cut off.